Welcome back, 5 Aces.
Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. Guess what? RAGL is back. RAGL is never out of season. Right off the back of the finals of RAGL Season 15, we're diving straight into Season number 15. Reason being, my backlog. It took me basically half a year to recast whatever had been played out, I think before the holidays. Yeah, I think everything got wrapped up nicely with a bow tie. So just before the holidays finished. But before the holidays started anyway. And we've got our new season with new contestants. One of them being spotted and highlighted here in purple. He's made his way to Masters League. And I honestly have never heard of him before. His name is Inno. Reminds me a little bit of Inno's the God of Fire from Gothic 2. But other than that, I know nothing about Inno. Let's see. Yeah, he's registered as Inno. We've got our usual spectator lounge, Yunano, Prince P, and Master X, straight over from Taburan Dawn. And he is facing an arduous task here because he is tangling with the master himself, Fazzar. Fazzar, notably, has been doing very, very well in the past couple seasons. Very well-versed tech player and, overall, someone whose style you can never really predict all that much, which makes it all the more exciting. Right now he's going for $ref and appears to be a stock standard build, just going for a couple of rifles on the backside. So yeah, excited to be diving back into season number 16 after a little bit of naming convention troubles or numbering convention troubles, because I honestly wasn't sure as to whether or not this was nasty hit already, but at least gets the Derrick. Engineer being chased out by one single rifle. Oh, the hit and run is so good. Yeah, that was stutter stepping. So if you attack move, then they are going to, and then rifles are always going to move into the next cell, then they're going to shoot a shot, and then they're going to start moving again after a certain amount of ticks have passed. But if you let them take the shot, and then you lead by just simply right-clicking, and then pressing the stop key again, you can basically move and shoot, which is a little bit akin to StarCraft 2's Marine stutter stepping. But it is a very minute detail. Only comes in handy sometimes, so this was definitely one of those instances. And as a result, Inno is gonna lose his secondary Derrick, and it's already a pretty good advantage for Fazzar. He also went APC first, which is a War Factory first into APC, which is a good-ish build. Is he gonna crush? What's the vector? Oh, nice! He gets the deny on the engineer. That was beautifully timed. Inno's APC arriving just on time. That was just a fraction of a second from completing. So yeah, good hustle here. It's apparently repairing it. No, just sending it back to the War Factory, back in waiting position. Fazzar is going for a service depot already. Inno does have his service depot out already. And he's going for a second War Factory early on. What's that build order? Is that just going to be mass APC pushing power? Backed up by only one barracks though. And as we all know, infantry are the kingmaker. They are the DPS of your basically of a unit core. Little chip damage on the ranger, but manages to get 3 snipes on rifles in return. So for a brief little moment, there's going to be a brief little moment of respite without a ranger. Yeah, cool to see new players. Wow, double MCV into double tanks into or tank production into MCV move out. That is certainly one build order, one of the build orders of all time. APC again with another scuffle, just shaving off the scouting line. I really like what he's doing here. He found that one lonesome rifle, and he's suspecting that there will be a cone of vision, set up in the perimeter. That's exactly what's happening. So he's sending it cross map, basically from bottom left to top right, and that just allows him to shave off all the rifle scouts. So Fazzar's map is just going to be a little darker. Speaking of darker, we also have to cast the Dark Tournament, which as soon as I get my replays, my hands on the replays, I'm going to do immediately. Up to 3 tanks already, lots of armor busting units, but very, very little in terms of actual rifles and anti-infantry, so this is a very dangerous camp position. But be that as it may, we're going to be seeing another resurgence on the map. 4th tank already added to the mix, plus the APC, still doing a good job. I think this is going to get scouted relatively momentarily. And there is an expansion already out for Fazzar, so he's playing his classic macro style, going for 1 MCV, and deploying it, and as soon as he deploys it, he undeploys the other one. And that just means that he's never going to have to stop the build queue. Pretty good hustle. Fazzar is also spawning as Germany, by the way. Just a little extra info, extra tidbit. Fazzar is moving his Conyard to the 3rd expansion slot now. So he's going to try and close the gap. Flamethrowers being added to the mix. I don't hate this in a pushing scenario. He must make sure not to reveal his hand, though. Okay, I think that's gonna get revealed. Yeah. Yep. However, 5 tanks here. That is going to be a pummeling. Fazzar is going to, you know, he's going to start bleeding his econ. A really nice split here. I like this split attack. That is going to cost Fazzar an ore refinery already. Boom. Boom went Valerie. Alright, plus an oil derrick as well. And on the other side, he's losing a tank and a couple of rockets. But he has managed to hold on for now. Now he needs to deflect the push. There is also an early radar dome out for Inno. And the double war factory is probably going to provide him enough defense. Oh, the V2. That's so big. The V2 is going to be pivotal. Beautiful hit already. Plus an airfield as well. So Inno definitely knows what he's doing or what they're doing. I don't know. So, oh, that was gorgeous. Fantastic play thus far. The V2 is doing a number. He himself... Ooh, that was a bit of a misfire with the control key. He himself has now lost the refinery, but he's doing okay for the time being. And I think he can consolidate now. What's up with the other side of the map? I'm hearing some rifle fire. Oh, okay, those tanks definitely got intercepted. On the chase, obviously, V2s are pretty bad. Oh, that's move command. No, not like this. I mean, worth it. Wow. The entire army being completely blanked, completely bonked on the head here. A couple of medics remaining. That's not the deep. That's some friendly fire, though. Some Soviet-style barbecuing, huh? I mean, he's down in expansion, but overall, Inno has definitely made a good show for himself. He's going a double airfield production as well. He still has retained a relatively healthy army core. So he's ahead right now by pretty much every metric. The econ is fairly even, but he's got the tech advantage, he's got the timing advantage, and overall I'm really liking his position. So Inno with a really creative style, really early tech play, really good timing on the V2 on defense, and as a result I think he sees this, right? Let's see. Oh, he hasn't spotted the MCV. That is big. Okay, now he has spotted the deployment. Control fire is coming out. Whiffing a little bit. Oh no, that's the yak down. No more eyes in the sky. Decent hit on the V2. And it does survive for the time being. So I think Inno is going to take this engagement with the help of the V2. Ooh, yes. Well, that's going to be a juicy one. Yep. Infantry core is down. And that is a slight engagement win for Inno, who has now retained his V2. And... okay, on the other side, though, we're seeing a little rifle incursion. Oh, here's the Black Hawk. No anti-air in the mix for the time being, and that allows Fazzar to pick out and single out all of these juicy rockets. Still, both on 8 harvesters. 2 derricks for Inno, so at marginal, the slimmest of margins in terms of econ advantage for him. Man, that is a really competitive game. Only problem is that Fazzar is constricting the map. He's starting to litter it with his expansions, whereas it's looking pretty slim in terms of econ for Inno, like in terms of growth potential. Okay, his MCV is moving out now. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, the Blackhawks are going to find it almost immediately. Oh no! Deploy! Oof, okay. That was close. Okay, not enough left in the tank here. So this would be worth it for going for an engineer. And repairing this almost immediately. Oh, he's doing it. Okay, so Inno definitely someone who knows their OpenRA. Beautiful stuff. Oh, send it in! Please! No. The engineer not there on time. That is an unfortunate turn of events. Was looking so good for Inno. Ooh. The Allahu Yakbar also missing. And this is starting to look a bit tougher. Flak tracks now woefully outclassed. They can take out the infantry block at least. One harvester down. Or a refinery down. Man. Competitive game, but at the end of the day I feel like it is not going to be enough for Inno because now he has suffered a critical blow. Okay. That was probably a worthwhile sacrifice, I'd assume. Lots of Blackhawks up in the air. The V2 play has been immaculate, I've got to say, but him losing this expansion, that was probably a critical loss. And also the MCV. Had he just sent in the engineer a little earlier, he could have now expanded to this ore field and he would not have to stall his econ this hard. Where are those guys going? Okay, north. Up north. They're probably going to be scouting this out relatively soon. Man, up to 5 Blackhawks, and that is a one-shot territory. 5 Blackhawks now basically means any building you set your eyes on is just going to get obliterated. His map is very dark, so Inno doesn't know where to go first. He's playing defense for now. And trying to claim the expansion. Ooh, that would be juicy. Oh no, the last 2 connecting here. Good crash though. Really good crash. And Inno has his gamer senses tingling. He knows that that this can't be everything. This is just a little diversion. I mean, the assets, I think, Fazzar is now ahead by 20k, which is quite a significant number. Plus, it's not going to get better with 8 under 12 harvesters. But overall, I've got to say, it's been really competitive. Oh man, the engineer didn't do anything. It got killed here by the rifle. With a little more attention to detail, it could have maybe just snagged away the con yard. That would have been huge. Okay. Inno recognizes that there is something afoot here. Oh, turret is going for the V2s. Nice though. Man, look at that flock. This absolute flock of hinds are Black Hawks. Samside can't do a darn thing here. He's traded away some of the Black Hawks, but too many still up in the air to keep a proper defense up and running. Oh, some run and gunning from the medium tanks. Good kiting. The Yaks now going for a strafe. Nice. Some probably not worth it. Still some pretty good damage. He needs the anti-air, because if the V2s die, then basically his chances at this game die. Oh no, so many Blackhawks. The air is brimming with Blackhawks, and Tanya from the backlines just murdering the blob. Oh, that was Tanya. There she goes, she's out. Attack move is coming out from the Blackhawks. He thinks he's got enough. He's probably right. I mean, this came at a premium, though. Another harvester down. 6 harvesters now for Inno. By Innos! If you know Gothic 2, you know what we're talking about here. By Innos! Okay. He needs all the flak trucks he can get his hands on. It's so critical that those survive. because otherwise the Blackhawks are just gonna do this. Yes, exactly this. They're just gonna start rah-rah-rahing away at the enemy. Okay, that's gonna be a field. Oh, he could have kited. He could have just moved in. Could have gotten so much value. Still, this is a competitive game, I've gotta say. Fazzar going for the power snipes. Don't know if that's the right call. Artilleries are starting to siege. Here comes a parabombing run. Where is it coming from? Not the best angle. Could have gone a little bit faster. Does he know? That was very underwhelming. Unlike the V2s, but they're mostly taken out now. To be fair, most of the Air Force has dwindled as well. Oh my lord! Those V2s! Absolutely hidden dead center. Mobile flag here. Wrong target priority. So unfortunately, this is gonna mean a dead Conyard. And Inno! He's probably gonna start losing here, but his base hasn't been cracked just yet. And I've gotta say, man, he has sold himself way above expectations against a Fazzar who was certainly not holding back. Inno doing a good number here. It's just that eventually, yeah. Oh, there's the nav set as well, so this just now means for 1 minute Fazzar's gonna have the map hack. He sees, but there ain't not much to see. GG, upon hearing the nav set, Inno surrenders. Very competitive game 1, and I've gotta say, for someone who I haven't casted before, who appears to be a newcomer to me at least, whom I haven't seen in latter games either, Inno definitely showing up big time. Good hustle, we're gonna be back with game number 2.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
And that game is played on a new map called Island Fight. That's right, it's an island fight. This is gonna be one of those maps where naval is a possibility. So obviously we're gonna have double Soviets. I think it was random. So that's something I've talked about a lot of times already, but what's the problem with Allied versus Soviet Navy? It is fundamentally at its core imbalanced, for the simple reason of Allies being able to capitalize on naval dominance and Soviets not being able to do so. Soviets, even if they win the engagement, which is fair, to be fair, which is easy, they still can't do anything with that map control because there are no objectives on the water, unless you make a very specific map type, and they don't get to count the shorelines. Whereas as Soviets, as allies, you know, there's a gem mine right in destroyer range. So this is already a fundamentally imbalanced map, and that is one of the core issues with naval gameplay. I really want to see this changed. Ooh, we're gonna be seeing some landlocked cheese though. There's gonna be some fine crafted grenadier cheese. If that gets the power plant, that wouldn't be the worst thing. Ah, very intelligent pathing, also making use of the pathing queue system, which is really amazing. It has been added in one of the later patches. Oh, nasty. Inno loses his engineer, but not before capturing the FCOM. And he's trying to hose down Inno's expansion. Okay, there we go. Oh, no defenses here at home for Fazzar. It's gonna be a bit nasty. Already forced to sell one of his refineries here. To be fair, he may have been intent on doing that regardless. Inno retains his tech center. Sorry, FCOM. What's the Comet looking like? So, pretty good for Inno. And the assets, also 2k lead right now. Pretty solid. Again, appears to be the case that Inno knows what they're doing. Oh, speaking of pronouns, because I'm not trying to assign anyone, you know, because I just don't know the gender. Not getting into culture wars thing. Just one brief thing I want to mention is that this year we have a teaching assistant from the United States, and that's the first time that we're having someone over who actually has non-binary pronouns. That's probably the first time in my life I've had a basically exposure to someone with non-binary pronouns, because I think it's more prevalent in the Anglo-Saxon I guess regions. And fortunately though, they're a really competent teacher, so that's what really matters, or a teaching assistant. So we've had some really interesting discussions there and some really interesting insights. Wow, Inno is capturing the entire map. That's pretty good. He's gotten the oil derrick, he's gotten his communication center, he has retained his FCOM. So yeah, Inno showing up. And Fazzar has not yet claimed his gem mines. So right now, distinct advantage for Inno, who is also moving out. This time not after building a second war factory, just going for one. Double refinery instead. So they want to snake walk some power plants and barracks probably, all the way up to here. Okay, so game is in a fairly, still a fairly even state. Harvesters are up for Fazzar, but Inno has one extra oil derrick to make up for it, and the army value is just skyrocketing. Oh, this is going to be an APC push. So that's going to be super exciting. Alrighty, let's see how Inno fares with an early aggression build. Maybe if they can kill the FCOM, that would be a huge boost, or a huge hit to the enemy economy. That's more accurate. Okay, Flame Tower denies this for the time being. Yeah, that's just straight up a dead expansion. Kind of lucky for Inno that, or kind of lucky for Fazzar, that he hasn't had his refinery ready, because if he loses that in the next 10 seconds, if he loses the refinery to boot, then that's gonna be an absolute nightmare. This is, by the way, outside of vision range. Really intelligent. Oh, because that's been revealed now. Okay, all in has commenced. This is it. This is it. Let's actually go. Hosing down the refinery for the time being. Flamers again being mixed in. Okay. Good crushes. Oh, the APC absolutely making minced meat, and there is 2 harvesters down. I feel like that's a really good start for Inno. Obviously now the Flame Tower is stopping the push, but man, that was a good hit. That will be sure to tank the economy of Fazzar. That's probably just a dead comm center. Yep. 1 Flamer Burst and good night, Lucy. Darkness enshrouds them. Man, complete map control here. Is this going to be the legendary cheese push into GG? I mean, the Flamers are on the service depot. I feel like, yep, the tank ain't going to be coming out anytime soon. GG, oh, the crushes! GG being called from Fazzar. That was a beautifully played early game push from Inno, whom we're going to have to keep tabs on, because this was just a masterclass start to finish, and even game 1 was really competitive. And that despite Fazzar not being a slouch either, and not messing up. It was just, straight up good play from both players. Amazing start to this season 16. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Also, second War Factory was already on queue, so that appears to be Inno's style, mass armor. Let's keep tabs on that. Yep, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. 5 aces. Out.
Battle control terminated.